Since the beginning of the Amazing Digital Circus, we've known Jax for being a complete prick. We've seen him making fun of people and sharing secrets, name-calling, and just being a jerk overall. However, in the two latest episodes of the Amazing Digital Circus, untitled, They All Get Guns, we get a lot more information about why Jax acts this way, why he's such a prick, such a bully towards all the other crew members in the Digital Circus. In both episodes, Pomni helps the characters learn to open up, express their feelings more often. Most noticeably, Jax in episodes 5 and 6. In episode 6, Jax revealed more about himself than ever before. He thinks that the cast personalities fall into one archetype and only one archetype. Not being these multiple archetypes with multiple personalities, just sticks to one-dimensional human being. And that no one wants to break out of that archetype and open up about their true emotions. However, as we begin to unpack this idea, we realize that Jax is a big hypocrite and is doing the exact same thing he berates the others for, most notably Ragatha. The routine of hypocritical behavior makes Jax nearly abstract himself for his past actions that have caused both himself and others extreme pain, suffering, and torment. Hello my ninjas, welcome back. Today we will dive deeper into the lore and backstory behind Jax and what he has done to himself and what he has done to impact the others in the Digital Circus, as well as talk about what may happen in future episodes. This will be similar to Ragatha's development video as well as Kinger's. That'll be out next week. As always, credit goes to Ghost Productions for making this awesome series. Their social links will be at the top of the description. Enough talk, let's dive deep into Jax. Or as I like to describe, a man of despair. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Between episodes 1 through 3, we didn't get too much information about Jax or his backstory. A few things we learned about him is that Jax doesn't like or care for anyone. And within the first few minutes of episode 1, we see Jax steal Zubal's hand and use it as a back scratcher, putting his needs before anyone else.
What exit? If there was a way to leave, I'm pretty sure we'd have all left by now.
Yeah.
Also in the first episode, Jax pushes Gango out of the way of the elevator to walk in first, and obviously laughs afterwards. This characterization is the first introduction of Jax to the audience, emphasizing the meaner part of his behavior towards the rest of the cast. He continues to have this behavior throughout the show until episodes 5 and 6, where he begins to open up towards Pomni for the first time.
Do you think Gangle is actually capable of being happy?
What?
I don't know, like her comedy mask still breaks every day. Does she think hanging out with Zubal is gonna magically fix that? It's nothing. Who cares? Doesn't she get on your nerves sometimes?
I mean, she's nice to everyone.
I don't know. I think she tries way too hard. Like, we're stuck in... Why are you always pretending everything's always fine? Like, if you tell someone they're loved and appreciated every day, it kind of loses all meaning. It just feels like she's trying to take advantage of you, you know? I don't know. By the way, Pomni, sorry about the whole president thing. I just thought it'd be funny.
Are you apologizing? What's happening?
Just ignore him.
Apology accepted, I guess.
Wow, the first steps of a budding friendship.
Jax has never shown signs of opening up until this moment, which helps forge a connection between Pomni and Jax. We've seen Jax never talk to Pomni, rarely talk about her, but this time it feels different. It feels off because Jax is talking way more towards Pomni. Maybe because Pomni's new to the Digital Circus world, so Jax is more open towards her because she's relatively new and he hasn't had any regards towards Pomni right now. Specifically mentioning that he thinks Ragatha is trying to take advantage of Pomni, which we have seen in the stargazing clip. Despite his mean side, he actually tries to look out for Pomni in this moment. Let's go to the bar scene where Jax says this.
By the way, Pomni, sorry about the whole president thing. I just thought it'd be funny.
We'll come back to the bar scene with Ragatha in just a moment. You can see in Pomni's eyes that she's shocked about Jax's change in behavior. You can see how the eyes widen up some more. She wasn't expecting an apology for the things Jax has done towards her or towards anyone else in the circus. But she's also not believing what he's saying, showing she isn't fully on Jax's side yet. The second he's able to apologize, albeit not the most believable one, he immediately digs into Ragatha to make her feel even worse about herself.
Apology accepted, I guess.
Wow, the first steps of a budding friendship. Right, Ragatha?
Hey, Pomni. Remember when Kaufmo smashed me against the walls and I got all jumbled up? Oh, all things considered, that was pretty funny, right?
No. not really.
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, that was probably pretty traumatic for you.
Oh, remember when you got high at McDonald's and told Gangle to kill herself? No, that was funny.
What? I did not say that. I think. No, of course I didn't. And I am still so sorry about that, Gangle. I would never have said anything like that if I didn't get that stupid sauce in my eye.
Jeez, Raggy, just let yourself be mean sometimes. It's funny.
This also shows that Jax wants to be close to Pomni, using her as like a manipulative person, trying to alter herself, as he cares enough to warn her about Ragatha's potential attention-seeking behaviors. However, in episode 6, we learn more about what Jax really wants with Pomni.
Funny one.
The funny one?
Yeah. Ragatha's the cheerful one, Gangle's the sad one, Kinger's the crazy one, Zubal's the grumpy one, and you are the one who hasn't figured that out yet. We all just became archetypes. I at least have the self-awareness to choose who I am.
Jax goes on to talk about each character and their quote, archetype. This clip tells us a lot about Jax's close-minded view on not just the cast, but life in general. He sees Kinger as the crazy one, Zubal the grumpy one, Ragatha's the nice one, and Gangle as the sad one. What's fascinating here is that how each character mentioned felt the opposite in episode 6, they all get guns, of how Jax described them as the episode went on. Kinger felt more lucid, felt like he was more easier to understand with Ragatha and teaching her, hey, listen, it's okay to give people some space, it is alright. Zubal acted more friendly and more trustworthy towards Gangle, feeling less grumpy and being more appreciative for Gangle. Ragatha felt more gloomy, not really knowing what's going on and not really knowing how to fix it. And Gangle was much more happier than usual. Listen, that fucking Tommy gun clip is right there! Jax's main point was that everyone in the cast had a role of sorts, but notes that he has the quote self-awareness to choose who he wants to be. If he wants to be the bully, go ahead! He gets to choose, but apparently others don't. That's how control and manipulative he is towards the others, especially towards Pomni. If you go back to the bar scene for a moment, he tells Ragatha that's okay to be mean sometimes. And despite him being objectively in the wrong during this scene, it is clear to the audience that he does not like Ragatha's endless need to be liked and appreciated, and always picks on her for avoiding a different emotion that she tries to show in her archetype. What Jax doesn't realize is that him and Ragatha are connected through their constant ability to hide their true emotions. Two sides of the same coin. That's also why it's called the same title as the Ragatha's development. They are literally the same character, but with opposite reasons. Alright, Ragatha is trying to make sure everyone's appreciative of her and trying to be nice, make sure no one hates her. While Jax is making sure everybody hates him because he's had way more trauma in the past that's just as compared to Ragatha and is not trying to make Pomni get closer to him. We'll mention about that later on. In episode 6, it's revealed that Jax has gone through quite a lot during his time at Ninja Circus, as he's lost a close friend, Ribbit, who abstracts before Kaufmo. And whenever we saw that in episode 5, in the intermission scene when he was running through the doors, we saw it. And then we saw it again here, to abstraction. What could this mean? We clearly know that Jax got too close with Ribbit, and he's chosen to push everyone away, so he doesn't have to feel the loss of losing someone close to him ever again. In episode 6, when Pomni snaps at Jax for not believing they were bonding and shredding an emotion, Jax's defense mechanism pushing people away when they get really close shows in this. Acting like he was just entertaining Pomni, making him his little puppet, rather than having a genuine connection.
Good team.
Go on, do it.
I don't really want to.
Lame! Come on, I thought you were cool.
We could just be winners as a team.
We're not a team, come on.
What do you mean? Yes, we are.
Delusional.
Weren't we kind of bonding over being chaotic evil together?
I was merely entertaining you because I thought it was funny. Now are you gonna shoot me or what?
Did I do something wrong?
You sound like Ragatha right now. No wonder we're not a team.
No, I mean, we were doing fine, having fun, talking. But you suddenly
You're not committing. Do it.
If I shoot you right now, are we still gonna be friends afterwards?
We were never friends.
What about all that stuff you told me?
We then see Pomni call out this behavior of just manipulating her to just do all these things just for his own good laughter. And you can see the aggravation and his defense begins to slip, mentioning how he's seen people be abstract before. And Pomni has not!
Oh my god! Are you seriously gonna blame me for something that everybody else did too? You didn't even know him. You don't even know what people are like before they abstract. They are not pleasant to be around. Like at all.
He immediately realizes his emotional demeanor and pulls back, lying to Pomni that he wouldn't care if Pomni abstracted. When Pomni attacks him for saying this, he chose not to fight back, choosing not to hurt her. She calls him out again, seeing this tough guy trying to get through it, and Jax basically self-reports his thought process, saying,
I'm just a misunderstood little chicken fetus in an egg that needs to be cracked open. Well, I am not. I do not care about you or anyone else in this circus in the slightest. End of story.
He clearly does care about Pomni and doesn't want what happened to him and Rivet to happen to Pomni. He intentionally acts like a bully throughout the series to protect his heart and his own feelings and emotions from loss, from mourn, and keeps other people at an arm's length distance to avoid feeling a true connection worth grieving over. He pleads with Pomni at the end of the episode 6 to leave him alone, his final act so far to push away someone who would have been a real friend. While this defense mechanism makes sense in the context of what he's been through, it still makes a huge hypocrisy. If he keeps bullying Ragatha for refusing to show any emotion other than people-pleasing, shown through the bar scene, should he have to follow this same rule of thumb? But when he refuses to feel any of the emotion outside what could be called the mean one archetype, he blames everyone else except for himself. He tells Pomni he is so self-aware that he could choose who he wants to be, but instead he ends up being an archetype himself, someone who's so mean to the point where no one wants to talk to him anymore, to the point of almost abstracting himself at the end of episode 6. Now that we discussed Jax in the past and the present, what do I think will happen in the future episodes? Well, in the Ragatha development video last week, I mentioned how Jax will abstract before Ragatha will. But now since I created this script and I talked way more about Jax and looking through the episodes and the little lore bits that were dropped, I don't think he will abstract at all, nor will Ragatha. Pomni's gonna chat with Ragatha about what she learned from Jax, about how he's more manipulative, trolling him, making his puppets. Ragatha may try and get close to Jax and try and cheer him up, making him feel different towards everyone. They're clearly setting up some big plot points that are going to be discovered in episodes 7 and 8 between Jax and Ragatha. I used to think Jax would abstract as soon as episode 7, but now I believe episode 7 will center around the triangle once again that was formed in episode 5, untitled by Jax, Pomni, and Ragatha, and continue the theme of Ragatha and Jax hiding their true emotions in different ways, and how this affects Pomni, who wants to see both of them thrive and enjoy themselves, and be happy all the time. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've been enjoying these development videos of the characters of the NinjaDilz Circus. I love this show. I love making videos about it. Let me know what you think. What will happen to Jax in the upcoming episodes in these NinjaDilz Circus? Will he abstract? Will he work things out with Pomni and Ragatha? Will he distance himself more and more from everyone else? As always, make sure you like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to me and enjoy my videos. Hit the little bell so you get notified for when I upload. Next week I got another development video, and it's about my favorite character in the series, Kinger. I'm hyped to make that one, exploring his character and what he could mean in the digital world. Maybe he has more to offer than we may think. Thank you for watching. This is NinjaDilz signing out. Peace! See y'all next Friday.